Welcome, Crusader fans, to another edition of the Valpo Coaches Show. I'm Aaron Levitt. Joining me this week, softball head coach Kate Stake. Kate, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I'm sure you're happy to finally be back in Valpo for a little while after a long opening stretch of the season, long road trip, especially over spring break. You go out, you play 18 games over the first month of the year, and things got off to a slow start, some struggles early on. Some good results, though, at the end of the spring break trip. I think the results from Las Vegas, a couple wins out there, and even though there a couple of the losses to Wisconsin and UNLV, it looked like very competitive games as well. Can you just start by talking a little what the team improved on from kind of the beginning of the year to the end of that spring break trip?
Sure. Yeah, we did have a rocky start. We did not play well out of the gate. The spring break trip, though, from front to back, showed a lot of improvement in really all areas of the game. We found our stride in pitching a little bit. We threw more strikes so that we made our defense work behind us. We made the teams that we were playing earn their way on base instead of free bases. Our hitting came around. We remembered how to swing the bat. We started attacking. We started moving the line a lot better. And 1 through 9 found a lot of success. Plus, our players off the bench, when they had the opportunity to come in and pinch hit, also found success. And it was nice to see really everyone across the board contribute in that way. I think most importantly, though, what we found was our team chemistry. And, our team always gets along really well. They're all very good friends. But the chemistry on the field, we really started to embrace kind of our collective accountability for our wins and our losses. And I think that, the way we were in the dugout, the way we were on the field, the way we played the game, particularly in Las Vegas, really gives us some momentum moving forward.
You mentioned pitching. One of the things that came together in Las Vegas, a big part of that, obviously, Taylor Weisenhofer. Taylor named Horizon League Pitcher of the Week for the third time in her career following the Las Vegas weekend. I believe it was 20 innings pitched that weekend, ERA in the mid-twos, about a strikeout every inning. Really seemed like signs of the Taylor Weisenhofer we've seen in the past. What was working well for her that weekend in Las Vegas?
Well, she competed. She wanted the ball, and she went out there and competed. And the biggest piece of her success, I think, was, again, throwing strikes. And not necessarily throwing strikeouts or having people swing and miss, although they certainly did. But, again, not giving up the free bases. Giving the batters a challenge. Giving them the challenge to have to find their own way on base as opposed to just putting them on base. And our defense played pretty well behind her. So Taylor really embraced it. The look in her eye, her presence on the mound was great. The rest of our team fed off of it, and she really, I think, found her own this week.
That Santa Clara game, the highlight of the weekend for her, 12 strikeouts and just 5 innings, a run rule win. Probably one of the best pitching performances we've ever had here at Valpo, it looked like, at least looking at the box score.
Yeah, it was fun to be a part of. I think Monica called a great game, and Taylor executed that game plan. They built the strike zone really well. Sam did a great job behind the plate, and there was so much excitement behind Taylor and in the dugout that we just rolled from start to finish in that game behind her.
Now back home in the Midwest, and you have a 9-day stretch where you have no games before a Tuesday doubleheader up at Central Michigan. How do you approach that as a coach? Obviously, we're most of the way through it now, but a 9-day stretch after so many games early in the season, obviously you probably take a couple days away, give them a couple days off, but how do you approach those other days when it comes to practice to get ready for the Horizon League season?
Yeah, well, we definitely took a couple days off once we got back from Las Vegas to have our bodies recover, have our minds recover, get back on the routine of going back to school again. And then we've sort of had pretty short practices, and they've either been defensively or offensively focused, and we're really just, at this point, trying to maintain where we're at offensively, and then defensively, we've been moving a lot of people around in different positions, so making sure they're getting the reps there, that they're comfortable there, both from an execution standpoint and also a strategy standpoint.
Well, this week, a couple more road games for you. Tuesday at Central Michigan doubleheader, then on the road at Youngstown Friday and Saturday. Then you finally get to play at home next week. Is it kind of refreshing to know you have the home games coming up closer than they were before?
Yeah, we're excited to be on our field. we were excited to get out there and practice there last week. We always have a great crowd at home. We play well at home. So, of course, we're looking forward to that. We have some things to take care of before we get there, though.
The home opener a week from Tuesday at Bowling Green, doubleheader that day. As I mentioned, Central Michigan doubleheader on the road on Tuesday. Youngstown State, the Horizon League opener, on the road Friday and Saturday. ValpoAthletics.com will have links for all the live coverage for those games. Kate, thanks for joining me. Good luck this week and going forward. For all your Valpo softball news, at Valpo Softball on Twitter, Valpo Softball on Facebook, and Valpo Athletics on both Twitter and Facebook for all your athletics department news. Till next time, I'm Aaron Levitt. Go Crusaders.